me, Mario.
Nobody's faster than me!
Welcome everyone to the Heads Up Display Revamp Extravaganza. I'm Allie Peden and this is Stephanie Homeyer. And HUD is back and better than ever with a new intro, new staff, and a great lineup. So let's dive in.
We have a show chock full of reviews from our top 3 TV shows, movies, and video games that have come out recently. Also, we get an update and some interviews from our new friends at Tech Esports. But first, let's look at some of the highlights from our big event that happened on November 22nd.
Hi guys, I'm Brian here with Heads Up Display here with Nathan Walker at the Tech Esports Super Smash Bros. Tournament. What is Tech Esports, Nathan?
Tech Esports is a community for gamers to come together and play video games.
Now, I hear that y'all have a competitive Dota 2 team. How has that been going?
We're doing really well. We're 2-1. We beat UT Austin and A&M, but lost to UT Dallas.
Now, how does one join esports, Nathan?
Basically, you just look up Tech Esports on the Facebook page, join that, and you're in.
And where do you guys normally meet?
We usually meet Sundays from 1 to 5 in the Soapsuds room.
Alright, thanks for your time, Nathan. This is Brian with Heads Up Display signing off.
Hey guys, I'm Will Courtney, and this is Casey Smith. For this HUD Revamp Extravaganza, we're reviewing the top 3 television series as voted on by our staff that recently started or kicked off a new season.
For these reviews, we've broken down the scoring into 5 sections, each with a possible high score of 2 points and the highest being a perfect 10 out of 10. These segments are story, continuity between episodes, acting, VFX/filming, and immersion.
Those are the rules, so let's get to it.
Gotham is a fresh and entertaining take on Batman and the DC Universe. Set before Bruce Wayne's Caped Crusader days, the plot centers around Jim Gordon and the Gotham PD solving mysteries including murder of the Waynes and most recently a devious plot by Penguin. We feel the story behind Gotham is steadily gotten better from episode to episode and is very strong so far. The series itself has a nice flow to it, and each episode is more exciting than the last, showing the continuity is well maintained. Gotham's most appealing aspect is its actors, with every character playing their part wonderfully. The American crime drama style is communicated in the filming, and each scene feels like a mini movie, which really increases how immersed you are in the plot. However, some drawbacks might be the multitude of characters, an overcomplicated plot at times, and some rare over-the-top acting instances. Despite these drawbacks, we've given Gotham a solid 8.2 Cobblepot cackles out of 10.
The Flash has grabbed our attention and ran with it. The plot follows Barry Allen, a forensic analyst for the Central City Police Department. After being struck by lightning and doused in chemicals, Barry chooses to help people of Central City as the Flash, using his newly acquired super speed. The story is strong, and we enjoy how a main focus of the show is Barry coping with his newly gained powers as the plot moves forward. Each episode teases a dark plot building up to help keep the continuity intact, while also increasing excitement for the next episode. We were impressed with the acting, and the scenes between Grant Gustin and Jesse L. Martin as father and son are very touching. The effects are appropriate and well done, which enhance the show's overall immersion, especially in the scenes which cut between normal and slow motion, showing us exactly what Barry sees. Overall, we're excited Let's see what Barry will tackle next. We give The Flash 8.8 cools out of 10.
Constantine is a show that you should watch with the lights on. The story of John Constantine, a smart-mouthed Englishman who is the master of the dark arts, already has us on edge even though it's only the 3rd episode. The standalone nature of the episode doesn't hurt the continuity, and we can tell that something big is coming in the episodes ahead. The acting chops of Matt Ryan shine through, making for some very interesting dialogue. The best part of Constantine by far is the high quality of the effects. The demons and undead look so good and scary that we were shocked at times at how graphic they were. This helps the immersion immensely and makes a show hard to watch alone in the dark. Despite the series being young, we already have a few early cast changes. We can't wait to see more from the snarky John Constantine. We give Constantine a 7.8 business cards out of 10.
Here's where you can reach me.
Master of the dark arts.
I'm getting new ones made.
Well, that's a wrap for our TV reviews.
Let's send it over to Chris and Gage for reviews of the top 3 picks of movies.
Thanks, guys. Hello, everyone. I'm Chris Grubbs, and this is Gage Garrett. We're here to review our staff's top 3 picks for recent movies.
The breakdown for scoring is pretty much the same. 5 segments, each with a possible of 2 points, with the highest score being that oh-so-precious 10 out of 10. The segments are story, score, acting, video effects, and cinematography.
Let's jump in.
John Wick is a typical action movie. Hero is wronged, hero fights bad guys, hero wins. Spoilers, sorry. The story involves John Wick, who's played by Keanu Reeves, shooting his way through a bunch of guys because someone thought it was a good idea to kill his dog. It's pretty cliche, but it is watchable. The score was a mix of upbeat techno and Marilyn Manson, which fit the gritty environment and the fast-paced fight scenes of the film. The acting wasn't horrible, even though there was an overabundance of one-liners. Also, the fighting was very well choreographed. The effects were pretty awesome. The only downside I saw was some bad CGI blood at times, but that hardly affected the believability of the action scenes therein. The cinematography was very well done, and the camera angles that followed the action were enthralling. John Wick is a solid action movie, but nothing more than that. We give John Wick 6.9 Keanu Reeves whoas out of 10.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Interstellar is, dare I say, stellar? No, I'm hilarious, but in all seriousness, jokes aside, Interstellar was one of our staff's favorite movies in a while. Here's why. The story is deep, complex, and mind-boggling. Despite some critics pointing out plot holes, we think it holds up beautifully. The score is a true work of art, and then again, it is no surprise since it's coming from the legendary Hans Zimmer. This score flawlessly tells you how you feel and when to do it. It keeps you on edge at all the right scenes. The acting has giant performances by Matthew McConaughey and all of the supporting cast. Heck, Gage was almost shedding manly tears about 6 times during the movie. It's pretty cute. The effects were gorgeous, and director Christopher Nolan used mostly practical effects, so no green screen was used. This helped every sequence look astounding. The cinematography really highlights Nolan's eye for depth, beauty, and the vastness and scale. Again, gorgeous. Needless to say, we really, really like this movie. So we give Interstellar 9.4 all right out of 10.
All right. Oh, Christ. How you doing?
Big Hero 6 is a very enjoyable family film that has its moments, in a good way. The story is pretty standard for a children's movie, but I enjoyed it myself. The script knew when to be funny and also when to play on the emotions of the crowd. The score was a tad generic, with a couple of pop songs here and there and some instrumental songs to set the right mood. Nothing too fancy. The acting was by far the most entertaining part of the film. Each actor added a unique and recognizable voice to their already unique and recognizable characters. The effects and cinematography worked great together, hand in hand. Since it was animated and made for a believable world, it was an entertaining film. Big Hero 6 is geared towards kids, but there's definitely some enjoyment for adults too. We give it 7.9 Hairy Babies out of 10.
Harry baby. Harry baby.
That's all we have for our movie reviews.
Now, without further ado, it's time for our reviews for our top 3 recently released video games.
Thanks, guys. Greetings. I'm Brian Bowden, and this is Chris Aguilar. To cap off our heads-up display revamp extravaganza, we're going to review our staff's picks for the top 3 recently released video games.
The breakdown is, again, 5 segments, a possible score of 2 points, each adding up to the high score, a 10 out of 10. These segments are graphics, story, sound, gameplay, and replay value.
We've kept you waiting long enough, so here it is.
Shadow of Mordor is the most recent installment in the Lord of the Rings series and was developed by Monolith Games. The first things that we noticed when we took control of the Ranger Italian were the beautiful graphics, and they didn't change a bit throughout the game. Each environment you go into is well scripted and greatly varied. The story was pretty heavy. You're a ranger of Gondor whose whole family is sacrificed by ritual killings to bring back a spirit, and the rest of the story after that is spent tracking down those killers and restoring the spirit's memory. The accuracy of Mordor also helps Lord of the Rings fans enjoy the story even more. The sound keeps the traditional Lord of the Rings style of orchestral score and intense sequences when in combat. These tracks automatically enhance the game whenever they're featured. The gameplay was frustrating at times due to camera issues and a combat system that takes some getting used to. The replay value is there, and since the Nemesis system used in the game guarantees different Nemesises every playthrough, and that's pretty cool. We enjoyed Shadow of Mordor, so we give it an 8.5 Kyogre riding dwarfs out of 10.
Heads up, Captain! Time to go hunting!
Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is the next installment in the Call of Duty franchise, developed by newcomer Sledgehammer Games. As far as game stories go, the campaign of Advanced Warfare relies heavily on cliches and over-the-top action to push the story forward. The graphics in the game are excellent, however, they suffer from lagging at certain points, and at other times glitch, though these issues are minimal. The soundtrack is nothing memorable, but goes well with the action movie feel of the story and multiplayer components of the game. The new addition of exoskeletons to the gunfighting adds another dimension to the gameplay, allowing players to double jump, slide, and much more. While the campaign is lacking, the multiplayer experience is a good bit of fun and definitely increases replayability. Overall, we give Call of Duty Advanced Warfare 7.3 Kevin Spaceys out of 10.
Give me a break.
Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS was probably one of the most anticipated Nintendo games this year, and it delivered. The graphics looked alright on the 3DS, and added the customization enhanced them even more. There isn't any actual story, but the stories you create while playing this game with friends are excellent. The sound is a wonderful collection of themes from all of the Nintendo games, so if you like Nintendo, you'll like this soundtrack. The gameplay is focused around you being pitted against however many opponents and having to knock them off the map. The game has tight controls and there's a variety of moves to learn and master. The replay value is incredibly high. The great variety of modes and huge amount of fun that you'll have with your friends make this a staple at any party game. We give Super Smash Bros. For 3DS 9 Show Me Your Moves out of 10.
Show me your moves. Show me your moves.
That's it for our video game reviews.
Now let's go back to Allie and Stephanie to close out the show.
Well, that's it for this HUD Revamp Extravaganza. We really hoped you enjoyed yourself. Be sure to stay tuned in the spring when we start up our regular bi-weekly episodes.
Also, check out our social media and our website on OrgSync. Oh, and if you like the new intro, here's a channel you should check out. Steven 7 Films from Cinema 77 helped us out a lot. Go there and look for a video where Allie rocks a green tunic and sports a Triforce.
Yeah, go check out his channel. He's super cool. Anyways, thanks all of you for watching, and we'll see you in the spring. I'm Allie Peden.
And I'm Stephanie Holmeyer.
And this is Heads Up Display.